Good afternoon, people, on this day of recording. It is Wednesday, the 6th of June, which marks a public holiday for myself here in Sweden because it's Swedish National Day. But just because it's public holiday doesn't mean that the transfer gossip news is, getting quieter. It's actually intensifying as the window is opening from 1 week from now. And God, there's a lot of rumblings going on regarding Harry Kane. Is he going to come to Manchester United? Is Daniel Leavy going to let him go? 12 months left on his contract, heavily linked to Manchester United. But, I must also say, but there's a twist in this but as well. We don't like big buts, but, we like if buts and maybes perhaps. And this is the Daniel Levy's situation. It's been widely reported for even a very long time ago, when we had a conversation with Baily for 90 minutes, that said that mostly of it this is paper talk, and that Leavy would rather see Kane going to an international club outside England than selling to a rival club. And that is actually a fact. Daniel Leavy, as we know, wouldn't like to strengthen any other top four club with his prized jewel Harry Kane.
So what number 9 could come in? Which is where I think would love to get Graham's thoughts on who he thinks will come in.
I mean, we've been linked to Kane many times, as you know, Graham. And is it still a possibility? Are we still interested in Kane, or is he looking like he will stay at Tottenham?
He's obviously a player that does interest United. It's obviously the chances of Daniel Leavy selling to Manchester United are very, very low. He doesn't want to sell Harry Kane to a rival, particularly Manchester United. There's been a lot of to and fro between those two clubs over the years. So, and obviously these big deals will be under a new stewardship at United. We expect new owners to be in before July 1st, even June when they start the planning. So we're expecting that. But and money will be available to Erik ten Hag. But is Harry Kane the one? I'm not 100% convinced. I do know obviously there's a lot of players that like. They've looked at osimhen. I think Dusan Vlahovic is one to watch. I think he'll be available for a lot less than what Harry Kane would be. I think he's younger. He's obviously without Juventus being Champions League. I think he's open to a move to England, so he's one to keep an eye on. And then does that open up the avenue to other parts of the squad? I still think if I had the money there, I still think Frankie de Jong will be Ten Hag's main number one target if he's available. I think he probably will be. So if they're going to spend that, and it's not that they couldn't spend 100 million in every area, but obviously financial fair play does prevent you from doing that. So I would think maybe, de Jong and another might be the case.
Now, what's going on right now, I think that, Erik ten Hag has put Harry Kane as priority on his list. That is being confirmed, but he's also looking at other striker targets, as he knows that dealing with Spurs and Daniel Leavy might be a dragged out saga, like a Frankie de Jong towards the end of the transfer window. We know that Daniel Leavy wants to cash out about 100 million for Harry Kane, who, by the way, has 12 months left on his contract. So the power lies with Harry Kane. And where does he want to finish off his twilights of his career? He's turning 30. He's got a couple more years left to give. Of course, we know that he's a goal-scoring machine in the Premier League, bagging 30 goals this season alone in an average Spurs team. That we see Son that Conte was absolutely slagging because they have no ambition. News also is that you have this new manager coming on board from Australia with a Greek name. I can't hardly pronounce his name. But he used to manage in the Scottish Premiership League with Rangers. He's been appointed now, and I don't know, would Kane like to work with him? Would he stay to run his contract down? And when he's done that, he's 31, train has sailed. No, I think Kane is kind of looking at from a perspective, where can I go from here? Where can I win my trophies? Because I haven't really won anything in my career. It comes down to the player, what he wants. His agent, of course, is his brother. Obviously, it will be an ideal for us to get Harry Kane at Manchester United, but you got to look at the player, what he wants as well. Now, this report's coming out today as well that, in Get French News that, Karim Benzema has kind of left, made a decision to leave Real Madrid, and Carlo Ancelotti is now looking for the next replacement for Benzema, and has eyeballed and cited and prioritizing Harry Kane to Real Madrid. Now that's makes more sense if you're Daniel Leavy, makes more sense if you're Harry Kane. Follow the path of Gareth Bale to practice your golf swing, because we know that Kane is a good golfer as well. He likes to golf. He's been out playing golf. In last year's interview with they had with Gary Neville, when he actually put his foot down and said, did a transfer request to Manchester City that never happened, where Daniel Leavy stitched him up pretty much. So, the prospect in, finishing off your career in a big club like Real Madrid, where you can actually play in Champions League, you can play, down in Madrid, you can play golf, it's a good lifestyle, it's good sunshine, eating a lot of good food, paella. It's probably more of a interesting prospect than go to rainy Manchester and on a rebuild project with Erik ten Hag. There's no guarantees that you actually, winning for the next 2-3 years. But having to said that, according to my opinion, this has very strong legs, because we know that Daniel Leavy wants to sell him to another club like PSG, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid. So rather than selling to a Premier League club, which makes sense. Another thing is that Mauricio Pochettino is coming to Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino wants Harry Kane, as we know that partnership Kane, Mauricio Pochettino and Son was a winning factor in even Spurs reaching to a final in the Champions League. So I will watch that as well. But I doubt it that Daniel Leavy will kind of sell to the biggest rival in London, Chelsea. So guys, I don't know, from my opinion, is it a lot of paper talks right now? The question is, what does Harry Kane want to do? The question is also, from a Manchester United fan point of view, do we want this to drag on to the end of the transfer window? Because we all know that Erik ten Hag wants to get his signings done before the pre-season tour kicks off in USA. Guys, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. This is just me reflecting on the news that's coming out, and also applying a little bit logic and reasoning to it from a player's perspective. It's been Mick from Mufc Realist TV, reporting on a public holiday in Sweden. So please sign up for the channel if you haven't done so. Smash the like, it's free, and we shall keep you updated very, very soon. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on the socials.